Hey you guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love and General reading. This is for the element of air. So if you are a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of November 4th through the 6th, 2022. So I thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully get some clarity. Also, if you're wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure to email me for a price list if you don't already have it. If you're wanting to reach me by phone, make sure you're registered at Paid Communications and request your callback. If I don't get back to you that day, I'll get back to you within a 7-day time frame. Also, be sure to check me out on Patreon for monthly Venus sign readings and check me out on TikTok. All right, so we have the overall energy as the Six of Coins, the Two of Cups, the Three of Wands, the King of Coins, Five of Swords, Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords, King of Swords. Okay, so the overall energies. I feel like you're trying to establish some sort of balance or peace in your life. It could be emotional balance. It could be financial balance. And it could also be balance in matters of the heart, dealing with partnerships. It does seem like you are making some sort of agreements, or you and your partner are realizing that it's a two-way street, that something is give and take, and that you have to be fair with each other. I feel like peace is being restored in your situation. I feel like you're going to get what you want or what you've been asking for. Just in general, I feel like whatever it is that you need assistance with, you're going to receive it. You're going to get it. If money is owed to you, I feel like you're going to get it. I feel like you're going to get something back in return. Whatever you put out, I feel like you're going to receive it. And not in such a negative way, but just more so that you can understand, so that you can take that information and use it for next time. So I feel like, you're going to receive something. You're like, oh, okay, like I remember, that time that I put this energy out. Now I see how that energy is being received. And it's just making you more of a balanced person when it comes to making decisions, when it comes to being fair, when it, just comes to making judgment calls, period. Also, if you have been anticipating hearing from someone, hearing from something, I feel like you're going to receive a response. So if you are, waiting to hear from a love interest, or you're waiting to see if love is even coming into your life, I do feel like you're going to, get a response from the universe. You might receive some sort of sign, or, just some sort of confirmation about something that you needed to know. In a love situation, I do feel that there is someone that you've made some sort of agreement with. I feel like two individuals need to be balanced. One person might be confident in some areas in life, and the other person is insecure in those areas in life. So, it's just kind of like yin and yang. Like what you need, they'll be able to give that or provide that to you, and vice versa. So it's an even exchange between two people. You definitely could be dealing with an earth sign or another air sign. You also could be making any type of business negotiations or agreements. Seems like forgiveness as well. If you've been fighting or arguing, I feel that, you know, there's going to be a need to seek forgiveness. I'm not saying that it's your fault. It depends. You know, maybe you are the one asking for forgiveness, or maybe someone is asking for your forgiveness. But I feel like you know, people are just trying to make things right in general. I do feel that like pride maybe is getting in the way of a situation. And the thing is that it's not that somebody is right and the other person is wrong. It's just two people are having a hard time seeing eye to eye. It's like both people are right, both people are wrong. It's just a matter of, okay, well, how do we work this out? Because we obviously disagree on this and that. Something's going on too where I kind of feel like maybe someone is going to get very guarded or defensive. Someone also might try to pay someone back. It's like, I'm going to pay them back. They hurt me. They need to see how it feels when this happens. So I kind of feel like maybe someone's going to go out of their way to prove some sort of a point. It really feels more so like giving somebody the silent treatment to prove a point. The only thing is that when I see this, usually somebody can match your energy. It's like, oh, I could be silent that long too. I could play that game too. So something that could actually go on for a long time. I don't feel that it is. I just feel like eventually you have to laugh about it. You're like, you know what? This is funny. This is silly. Like, what are we fighting for? What are we doing this and that for? Like, just forget it. I just feel like eventually you find the humor in a bad or negative situation. I also feel like maybe someone's in a situation where they feel like they have to laugh to keep from crying. I do feel like you should stand your ground in whatever your beliefs are. I feel like the overall outcome is peace, though. I just feel like something resulting in a peaceful situation, a peaceful outcome. In a love situation, I feel like there's going to be some sort of indirect communication going on. Someone may be saying things just to get a reaction out of you. You actually might be flattered to see someone get jealous or to see that somebody cares. Like, I feel like maybe you're going to be flattered. You're like, oh, they do care. Or maybe someone feels that way about you. It's something that you do and they're like, oh, they do care. I feel too like someone's also being nosy and maybe feeling overwhelmed though. I feel like there needs to be a direct conversation because somebody might be reading too deep into something and it's like, no, it's not that serious. I feel like somebody is spying on you or trying to find out information about you, like, or someone just can't stop thinking about you. It feels like somebody wants you to see something and then they kind of go somewhere and peek around a corner. They're like hiding from your view and they're trying to see what your reaction is going to be in regards to something that they said. Or so that of course may only apply if you have social media, but it can still manifest in other ways too. But either way, I feel like somebody is trying to see how you're going to respond to something. I feel like you might take the high road. You might be the one to take the high road. I feel like you're also going to have clarity after, being confused or in doubt about something. I feel like you're going to have clarity. Someone does have a strange way of expressing their love for you, or you come off this way. I kind of feel like someone likes to push people away whenever they feel like they're about to become vulnerable. Nine also may be significant. But I also feel like that indicates that something is nearing completion. Someone definitely seems to be dropping hints first to see what your response is going to be. And remember, it doesn't just have to be love related, but, maybe somebody's just trying to see how you feel about this, or how do you feel about that. They're trying to feel you out. They're trying to analyze you, analyze your response, your body language, the tone of your voice. Something might come out of left field. Somebody might say something out of left field. Seems like something's going on between you and an earth sign. You guys are trying to make things right. It just seems like there's some sort of disagreement that needs to be resolved. It seems like there's miscommunication. And like I said, somebody might be doing something for attention. Seems like maybe someone's going to offer you something. And I don't know if you take this offer or if you're offended at whatever is being offered. Maybe someone says something the wrong way. And I see something in regards to family, especially extended family. It could be that somebody just volunteers to pay for something or to give you money, or, and then all of a sudden you feel offended by it, or you are the one making this offering. You're like, I'll pay for it. And this person's like, no, like, I got it. Like, they might feel offended that you're offering for whatever reason. In a love situation, you and your love interests might clash in the beginning. Something about your beliefs, or maybe like you both just have strong opinions about something, and maybe you feel like they pushed a button. It just seems like there's a little bit of friction initially between you and a love interest, and then things kind of cool off, or you guys start to listen to each other. Because at first it's like people are talking over each other. They only hear what they're saying. They're not hearing what the other person is saying. But like I said, I feel like some sort of confusion is going to be cleared up. If you're in a relationship, it seems like there's arguments or disagreements about how money is being spent. Someone might accuse you of being selfish. Seems like you are needing some alone time. You might be avoiding an argument, trying to avoid an argument, or maybe you're like keeping out of something, or maybe you're in between an argument but you're not saying anything because you just don't want to get in it. And then people might accuse you of either straddling the fence, or, you know, they're going to find something. You might feel like somebody is playing mind games or being manipulative, or someone views you this way. Some of you might be having anxiety about some sort of obligations that you have. You also may have, bitten off more than you can chew. Maybe you agreed to do something, then you realize this is too much. Something turns out to be a bigger burden. You might end up feeling like you got tricked. You're like, man, they hustled me. You might be questioning someone's intentions. I don't know. Somebody does seem like maybe they have an ulterior motive. And maybe you are like listening to what someone is saying, or you're the one reading between the lines. You're like, like, that sounds like game. I do feel that someone is trying to cover up a lie, or someone is trying to cover up the fact that they have some sort of addiction, or they're making excuses. Like, for instance, I don't know if you've ever known any addicts or like alcoholics who has a lot of injuries, and they're like, oh yeah, I got into an accident, I fell down the stairs, or this happened. And next thing you know, you find out that that person had that accident or they failed because they were drunk. You know, it's just like, oh, you left that piece of information out. Oh, that's really why you need the money, because you spent it all on drugs, or that, you know, like something's going on where it does seem like somebody may be trying to get something out of you. Depending on what the situation is, maybe you are aware and you're like, you know what, I know they on some BS, but I'm gonna help this person anyway. And maybe that might be your situation. Or maybe you just decide to stay away. You're like, I don't even want to be involved. I'm staying out of it. Something about 21 just stood out to me. So I don't know if that's someone's age or what that is. That's someone's birth date. Think before you speak. I feel like there's something going on where you feel like you need to refrain from speaking out on something. You're like, let me not say nothing yet. Let me just observe and see what's going on before I make some sort of decision. I feel like you need to really hold off on saying something or hold off on making some sort of decision. There may be some more information coming out. And I kind of feel like you are going to be like, I knew it, or I'm glad that I waited. I feel like you're going to be glad that you didn't make some sort of rash decision. All right, let's pull some energy cards. All right, additional messages for air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You have the World. You have 22. You have adjacent possibilities. Overall energy, first chakra, Archangel Michael. So you may need to do things that ground you. Or maybe you're needing some reality check, or maybe you need to give someone a reality check. I feel like I said, you need to stand your ground on something, or make sure that you stay in control. I feel like you're needing to resist the urge of just like saying something or doing something without thinking it through. There may be something going on where, you know, there's going to be some moving or traveling, or you could be dealing with someone that's at a distance. I feel like something's also getting ready to come to an end. Some sort of cycle. And it seems like whatever has been hidden or eclipsed is about to be revealed as well. I'm also seeing 11s and 22s, so those may be some sort of significant numbers for you. I feel like you're also being prepared for something, being prepared to come face to face with your other half in a romantic sense. You may have been feeling off-centered or like having a lack of security, and just in general imbalanced. And I feel like this is about getting back centered and feeling like you're back in alignment or back on track with your purpose or whatever direction you were headed in. And I see like a lot of opportunities opening up for you too, especially like the ending, like one door may close and then like several doors are opening, not just one, but several. So something is not the end of the world. It's like, it's not the end of the world. It might seem like it, but once this opportunity closes up, there's a whole lot that will be revealed to you. Yeah. Just feels like you're being in alignment with your path. Now, the outcome, I feel like is kind of up in the air because it depends on, you know, what you decide to do. It seems like you're going to have a lot of options or a lot of opportunities. It's like you could do this, you could do that, you could go through here, you could go through there. So there's a lot of opportunities opening up for you. I feel like you're going to have a lot of insight, or you're going to have some sort of inside information. Yeah, indecision. Yeah, you're going to be going back and forth. So no need to rush into making some sort of decision. Yeah, whatever is happening, it does seem like, you know, and with you being air, you can be flighty. We can be flighty. And so I feel like you might become indecisive in trying to figure out what option you should take. This can be something as simple as like trying to pick something off of a menu. I feel like you're needing to just go with your initial gut feeling on something. Like, what did your first mind say? Go back to what your first mind said before all these other thoughts entered, and go with that. I feel like something is calling your name or calling you. You're headed towards your calling, or you're being put into alignment with your calling. I see you also being very inspired, suddenly inspired, or your willpower is restored if it's been weak or lost. I feel like your willpower is getting stronger. I feel like something's happening where you just get a bunch of ideas and you're like, oh, like at first maybe there was a blockage and then all of a sudden you have like all these ideas. So yeah, that's another thing. Whatever area of your life where it seemed like blocked or stagnant or unattainable, all of a sudden it seems very attainable, and like something's can actually be like a reality. Yeah, so those are the messages that I have for you guys. Hopefully some things resonate. Feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending you love and grace.